Hey guys, welcome to the stream. How you guys doing today? So we're gonna play another oldie but goodie. We're gonna be playing some King's Quest today. Now, we're gonna be playing Outer Wilds starting Sunday, but I figured this would be a good game to play either in the meantime or intermixed with it. So, let's watch the intro. I have not played this game in forever. Uh-oh. Come on. It might be frozen. Alright, let's try that again.
Have you previously played King's Quest V?
Let's say no.
Warning, this cartoon contains
Castle Daventry. That's Mordak.
My castle! What has happened?
Ooh, I can tell you what happened.
What?
Ooh, I know what happened to your castle. I saw it all. Yes, I did.
You did? Well then, what happened?
Ooh, it was the powerful and evil wizard Mordak who did it. Ooh, I just happened to be visiting with an old friend when I saw him materialize out of thin air. Thank goodness he didn't notice me.
Well, don't stop now, go on.
He conjured up a terrible whirlwind that swirled faster and faster around the castle. With another incantation, Mordak then caused the wind to draw the castle up into the sky and out of sight. Ooh, it was something to see, all right.
Why? Why would this wizard, Mordak, want my castle? What could he have against me and my family?
That I don't know. Ooh, I only know that it was Mordak who took your castle and your family. Well, perhaps I can help you. My employer also happens to be a wizard, which is why I recognized Mordak. Ooh, unlike Mordak, though, my employer is a very good wizard. His name is Crispin Arthur, but we all call him Crispin for short. The only problem is, you see... Woo-hoo-hoo! Anyway, where was I? Oh, yes. The only problem is that Crispin is getting on in years and tends to be a bit forgetful.
I don't know. This doesn't sound as if it would work.
Oh, sure it would. Crispin is a very qualified wizard, one of the best. He just gets a little forgetful now and again, that's all. Now, where is it? Oh, I know I brought it with me. Aha! Here it is.
What is that?
Well, it is
It's a
my
potion.
opinion that you don't stand a chance against the likes of Mordak. Oh, excuse me for saying, Your Majesty, but you don't have a choice. You must come with me. I'm sure Crispin can help you.
What is that stuff?
Ooh, just some old leftover fairy dust I've been carrying around. Ooh, it'll help you to fly. You can follow me to the land of Serenia, where Crispin and I live. It's much too far to walk, you know. Ooh, I think the fairy dust is still good. Come on, up here. Follow me.
Oh yeah, I remember the song. Gosh, it's been forever. I'm sure there's gonna be like nostalgia bits that is gonna be like just jogging my memory. I see a desert, streams, mountains, and some houses.
There it is, down here. Come on.
Okay, here I come.
Ooh, looks like the fairy dust just wore off.
Cedric? Where have you been? I've been calling for you. Well, well, what have we here? A bit clumsy, are you? Well, come on in the house and dry off. No sense sitting around like a wet dog.
Who you calling a wet dog?
Cedric, go into the house and pour each of us a nice hot cup of tea.
Ooh, aye, aye, Crispin.
Why does he have a well next to a river?
The Society of Wizards has always taken a dim view of Mordak and his abuse of his power. Why, he's even been put on suspension a few times. It never seems to do any good, though.
Crispin, why would Mordak want to take my family or castle? What did we ever do to him?
I'm afraid I don't know the answer to that. Mordak is a very unpredictable wizard. I've never understood that evil mind of his.
Ooh, I thought perhaps you could help His Majesty, Crispin. That's why I brought him here.
Well, let me see now. I used to be a very powerful wizard at one time, you know, but I've gotten a little rusty lately.
Ooh, a little rusty.
That's quite enough from you, Cedric.
Ooh, yes, sir, Crispin, sir.
I don't know what I have that would be of much use to you. Most of my wizard stuff is pretty old and worn out. But let's see what I can find.
What do you use? Is it a broken wand? I don't remember.
No, that won't do. That's all used up. It might work. Here, eat this.
What is that?
That's an old piece of magical white snake I had left over from last year. With it, you'll be able to communicate with the natural and animal world. You should
Nice.
find that quite helpful. Here's my old wand. I don't
Right,
even know
okay,
if
there
it
it is.
works anymore. Most of its power may be gone. You should know that wands are like pets. They've got to get to know you before they'll work for you. Just treat it with care and respect, and hopefully it will do something for you. You'd better get going, my boy. No telling what that confounded Morlock could be up to. You go with him, Cedric. Show him the way.
Oh,
Yes, you. Don't be such a coward. Now go on. You'd better get started.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate all you've done for me.
Alright.
I suggest we visit the town first. How about it, Your Majesty?
Please don't call me Your Majesty, Cedric. It's much too formal. I'd like it if you'd just call me Graham.
I'd be delighted to, Graham. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yes, the town. You might be able to find some supplies there. It's just over a little hill to the south, not too far.
Well then, let's be on our way, Cedric.
Alright. So we've got a hand.
Ooh, don't bother with the cellar door. There's nothing there. Besides, it's locked.
Alright, so we've got a loading.
Curious, Graham gazes down into Crispin's well, but sees nothing of interest.
Alright. So let's save. Start.
King Graham, heavy of heart, searches far and wide for his beloved family, who've been stolen by the evil wizard Mordak. A small well is located near the cottage. A tiny pond adds charm to Crispin's forested home. A small cellar door is located under the house. The hand-hewn wooden door is recessed within a small porch. Nestled among the trees of the forest sits the wizard Crispin's worn but cozy cottage. Impatiently, Cedric waits for Graham.
Can't climb a tree. Alright. Can I speak to Cedric?
Cedric seems to be quietly contemplating their current situation, and so is not inclined to indulge in conversation right now.
Alright, let's go this way. Is there a speed up? Speed. There we go. Enter at your own risk.
Back to the east is Crispin's house.
Alright, so I think there's a witch in these woods. also had my trusty pencil in here. What is that sound?
Cedric seems to be quietly contemplating their... The old log doesn't look interesting enough to bother with. The sign seems self-explanatory enough. Enter at your own risk. Beyond the warning sign, the gnarled trees seem to close in, entangling and confusing all who dare enter here.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well, I've never seen a talking tree before. What's wrong?
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your heart?
Yes, she turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It plays the sweetest music you've ever heard. Now please, leave me alone in my sorrow. Please, don't bother me anymore. Let me weep in peace. Please, don't bother me anymore. Let me weep in peace. Leave my harp alone. It's mine.
Oh, what a sad song she plays. Let's try to cheer her up, Graham.
How will I find this heart of mine, taken from me for some time? Here I stand near my pool of tears. Here I'll stay throughout the year.
That wasn't a harp, that was a guitar.
What's wrong, Graham?
That's salt water. Ugh.
Ooh, keep your eye on the gypsies, Graham. I don't trust them.
The sullen man doesn't appear to be the conversational sort. A gypsy wagon is encamped here at the edge of the woods. On the side of the wagon, the words "Fortune Teller" have been painted. A steaming pot of stew bubbles over a small campfire near the gypsy wagon. Within the gypsy encampment, Graham notices a tall, burly man who keeps a suspicious eye on him and Cedric.
It will cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka.
Gold coin.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert for the west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here. Well, there you are. I was just starting to get concerned.
Don't worry about me, Cedric. I'm used to this kind of thing.
Let's see what's down. We got ants. Alright, so I think the ants.
The ants are too busy to engage in conversation with Graham. A colony of large ants parade up and down a huge anthill built amid some scrubby bushes.
Ooh, stay away from those bees!
Bees.
A swarm of bees buzz around a hole in a rotted old tree. The swift river turns sharply to the south here. Graham notices a huge anthill in the distance to the north.
Is that an inn? Yeah, Swarthy Hog Inn.
A large haystack dominates the area in front of the barn. An old, uninteresting barn is located behind the country inn. Carefully, Graham searches through the haystack, but doesn't see anything of importance.
Can I cross the river here?
No, Graham, don't!
Too bad. Graham's
Restore. Alright, well we haven't done anything, so fortunately. So we're at Crispin's again.
Graham, watch out! A poisonous snake!
A poison! I remember that. A poisonous snake. Oh, I remember that music too. Let's go this way. It's the prince.
Excuse me, young man. Sorry to bother you, but I couldn't help but notice you sitting there on that log. I was wondering if there was anything wrong.
Why, yes. As a matter of fact, there is. I've been searching everywhere for my fiancée. She's a beautiful princess with long golden tresses, fetching blue eyes, and smooth creamy skin. Have you seen her anywhere about?
No, sorry, I haven't seen anyone like that.
That's what I figured. No one has seen her. I bet that a witch who lives in the dark forest had something to do with her disappearance.
I'll keep an eye out for her. If I see her, I'll let her know you're looking for her.
I would appreciate that. Well, I guess I'd better get back to looking for her. I'm not ever going to find her just sitting around here. Thanks for your concern.
The bluebird is too busy taking a bath to answer Graham. What a wonderful bluebird! It could almost make Graham happy again if it wasn't for his family. Graham could never catch the bluebird.
Oh.
There's nothing in the tree but a little water.
I'm gonna save nose.
Excuse me, sir. Oh, I'm terribly sorry to bother you. I was just noticing your son's marionette. It's very interesting. Where did you get it?
It's grandson, not son. And I made it for him. Why do you care?
I just wanted to comment
Why
on
do
its
you
artistry.
care?
It's very well done. I don't suppose it could be bought.
If it could, the price would be very steep. I reckon you couldn't afford it. Now, leave me and my grandson be.
Graham attempts to speak to the young gnome, but the boy seems to be very shy and doesn't answer.
I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to.
Graham attempts to speak to the young gnome, but the boy
Yeah,
seems to be
gnomes.
very shy and doesn't answer.
Puppet. Alright. So what's after the inn? Bakehouse.
Graham spies a huge pile of logs to fuel the bakehouse ovens. With a fine view of the rushing river, the bakehouse sits a bit out of town, along an old rutted road.
Ooh, I'll wait for you here, Graham.
And how is your poor dear mother doing, William?
Oh, she hasn't been doing too well lately. But my brother and I help out whenever we can. Thanks for asking, Amanda.
Austin, keep your fingers out of that pie. The pies look lovely. I think I'll take one.
Yes, they were just made fresh this morning. Here you go.
Yes, this will be a fine dessert for our dinner tonight. Let's go home, Austin.
Here's the last of the pies.
Welcome to our bakehouse, traveler. Of course, all of our wares are wonderful, but today we've got a special on custard pies. Just 1 silver coin each, but take your time. Let me know when you're ready.
Can I talk to the cat?
The cat doesn't appear to like Graham, much less answer him.
Everything looks so delicious, it's hard to decide what to buy.
Everybody has that problem, but what a problem to have.
Those custard pies look most delicious.
Yes, they're made from a recipe handed down from our dear Mama and her Mama before her.
It's still hard to decide though.
Well, take your time, there's no hurry.
The baker's brother is too busy to chat with Graham. Graham waits to further bother the baker until a decision for purchase has been made.
Would you like a pie, sir?
Well, yes, actually I would.
That'll be 1 silver coin then.
Let me see if I have one.
Well, let me know if you do.
In the kitchen of the bakehouse, Graham can see another big burly man doing the day's baking. The wonderful smells of the bakehouse set Graham's stomach to rumbling and his mouth to watering. Delicious, mouth-watering custard pies lining the tables and countertop attract Graham's eyes and nose. Delicious, mouth-watering.
Alright. Let's go into town.
If you're going into town, I'll just wait for you here. I had a nasty run-in with a big dog once, and I feel much safer out here.
While blocking an alleyway, a frustrated man fixes a broken wheel on his wagon. Inside the barrel, Graham sees an old rotting fish. Graham leans way down into the barrel and removes, phew, the smelly old fish.
May I help you, sir?
Taylor.
I'm interested in buying something here.
Ah, let me show you some things. A fine piece of cloth. With this material, I could make you beautiful shirts. There isn't a more beautiful piece of fabric to be found anywhere. With this, I could make you the finest trousers you've ever had. Well, what do you think?
Well, right now I'm just looking. Thanks anyway.
Sure. Whatever you say, I'm just here to help.
In the corner of the shop, draped casually over a tailor's form, Graham sees a thick, fur-lined cloak.
Here, let me help you with that. Oh, that cloak fits you perfectly. It just looks wonderful on you. Let me tell you, it will certainly keep you toasty warm during the coming winter. Let me know if you wish to buy it.
Okay, so a warm cloak. I think we'll need that for the winter area. I see gold.
Bending down, Graham quickly retrieves the silver coin from the street.
Silver.
It is but a common silver coin. Phew! This smelly old fish is disgusting. The old wand doesn't seem to have any vitality left in it.
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
Toy store. I think we're gonna.
The shipment of carving wood hasn't come in yet. What should we do?
If it's not in by tomorrow, I'll send you to the sawmill.
Okay, Papa?
This is a fine little toy shop you have here. You must be very proud.
Yeah.
Danke, son. I've worked very hard at it over the years. But you know, you need to really love it. And I do.
Are most of these toys your creations?
Yeah, most of them. But not all. Some my son made, some I bought, some I traded for.
You're very talented.
Danke. Well, let me know if I can help you.
Graham notices a strong little sled hanging on a side wall. Not wanting to bother...
That's a fine sled, isn't it? Any child would love to have it.
Yes, I was just admiring the workmanship.
Danke. If you'd like to buy it, let me know.
The little sled has captured Graham's interest.
About the fish.
A pet goldfish swims endlessly around in its fishbowl.
Talk to the little girl.
The little girl is more interested in her doll. She pays no attention to Graham. A child's wonderland of toys fills this quaint little toy shop.
Take a look around if you want, but we don't have any shoes to sell you right now. We sold our last finished pair yesterday. Our business ain't doing so good anymore, and we're getting too old to keep trying.
Is there anything I can do to help?
There ain't nothing you can do, short of buying us out. But like I said, if you want to look around, feel free.
Okay, thanks.
Business doesn't seem to be so good for the shoemaker and his wife. There isn't even one pair of shoes for sale, and the old couple look tired and worn out. Business doesn't seem... The old shoemaker wearily hammers tiny nails in a shoe sole. He doesn't even seem to notice Graham. The old dog pays no attention to Graham.
That's the dog that probably attacked Cedric.
You don't have any shoes for sale, huh?
That's right. No shoes at all. We're making a pair right now, but it'll take a while. We're not as fast as we used to be.
Oh, that's okay. My own boots should carry me through the rest of my journey.
Sorry, son. We're doing the best we can.
Anywhere else?
It's you again, is it? We still don't have any shoes for sale.
Secure within a small pen, a spotted cow quietly chews her cud. A small tributary of the larger river powers an old water wheel as it flows through the town. The quaint little town of Serenia nestles at the base of a great snow-capped mountain range which rises sharply to the east.
Come on, Graham. Don't waste your time with that cow.
Alright.
Graham feels the eyes of many creatures upon him as he follows a meandering path through the thick wood.
Alright, so we have a pointed fish now. Let's save again.
Miss Willow?
Yes?
You can talk?
Why, of course I can. What did you expect?
Well,
Everything's wrong, can't you tell? I'm not really a tree. I'm really a princess. You see, my fiancé and I were walking through this wood when a nasty old witch came along and was instantly charmed by my handsome prince. When he naturally refused her advances, she jealously banished him to a faraway land and turned me into a tree. Then she stole my heart.
Stole your...
Yes, she turned my heart to gold and took it away with her. The only way I can become human again is to have my heart brought back. Now, all I have to cheer me up is my harp. It's quite magical, you know. It plays the sweetest music you've ever heard. Now please, Leave me alone in my sorrow.
Alright. I just want to listen to this again so I have it as part of the collection, and then I'll sing it again.
Taken from me for some time. Here I stand near my pool of tears. Here I'll stay throughout my years.
I think I'll go down to the inn next.
Cedric seems to be thinking big thoughts right now, perhaps planning their next move, and so is not in a talkative mood.
Ooh, I'll wait for you.
This is the song that I know. Alright, let's save. In.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rob 'em out.
What?
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds. Don't worry, Graham. The innkeeper... Graham has nothing to say to a sleeping dog. Graham notices 3 rough-looking men huddled over the bar in serious conversation. Since they're talking in such low tones, Graham can't quite hear what they're saying. The side door is locked.
Well, so much for the inn.
You know that job we pulled yesterday? Where's the rest of the loot, huh? I think one of you guys is holding out on me.
Gentlemen, please excuse me. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Job pulled.
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rob 'em out.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds. Don't worry, Graham. The innkeeper will soon put you out of your misery.
Alright. Wonder if the bees... Ooh.
Ooh, watch out for the bear, Graham.
I am Queen Beatrice, kind sir. I wish to thank you ever so much for saving our hive from the claws of that horrible bear.
Horrible
In return, I offer you a luscious honeycomb from our hive. Please feel free to retrieve one. I promise my bees won't harm you. It may come in handy on your travels.
Graham reaches a hand into the beehive and retrieves a very sticky chunk of honeycomb. Wrapping it in a protective piece of cloth, he then pockets it. Graham bends down and picks up the large stick from the ground. These aren't very talkative bees.
Let's save.
Honey drips at the edges of the honeycomb chunk.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot, dry desert further west. Most people avoid it because there are bandits out there. Ooh, if you insist on going, I'll wait for you here.
Too bad. Even the sting of such a small creature can prove deadly.
So we've got
A bully of a dog terrorizes the poor ants as he playfully digs at their large anthill. The dog is more interested in the anthill than in Graham.
that's it.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm King Antony the Great. May I ask who you are?
Why, certainly. I'm King Graham of Daventry, and this is my friend Cedric. We're seeking a way to cross the Great Mountains to the ocean on the other side.
That is a very perilous undertaking. I wish you would reconsider. But if you shall not, in return for rescuing our home from that flea-bitten cur, I wish to offer you our help, if perchance you may ever need it.
Thank you very much,
love
King
the word
Antony.
cur.
Cedric and I appreciate your kind offer. We look forward to meeting you again.
The ants are too busy to engage.
I think the ants can go into the anthill.
Graham watches with surprise as a contingent of ants marches into the haystack and begins to swarm through it.
I forget what they get though. Probably like a needle in the haystack.
I'm glad to see there was a way that we could be of help to you. Look here. We found a golden needle in the haystack. I'd like to present it to you. Perhaps you can find a use for it.
Why, thank you, King
Wonder if
Antony.
the,
I'm honored.
Taylor might like it.
Good luck in your travels, King Graham. And be careful.
This is a large golden needle. Honey drips at the edges of the honeycomb chunk.
Trying to think what the honey.
It is but a common silver coin.
May I help you, sir? My golden needle! Wherever did you find it?
It was in a haystack by the country inn.
By the inn? Oh, yes. I remember visiting there not long ago. Oh, vulgar man, that innkeeper. He has no scruples at all.
Well, I'm glad to see you've got your golden needle back. I wonder, could you possibly see fit to give me that wonderful cloak in exchange for it?
The cloak? Well, why not? It's yours. For the price of a golden needle.
Thank you, kind sir. I'm sure it will help me on my travel.
I'm sure it will. Good luck. Au revoir.
This fine cloak is thick and warm.
Welcome back to our just one silver coin each.
Sir, I would like to purchase one of your custard pies.
These pies cost 1 silver coin each.
I've got it right here. Here you go.
I hope you enjoy your custard pie.
Oh, I'm sure I will.
Let's see. Alright. Sorry. Let's talk to the... Well, I have a feeling we're gonna need to figure out our way into the desert.
I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to.
I wonder if the cart people have
Ooh, keep your...
It will cost you 1 gold coin to see Madamushka.
The sullen man doesn't appear to be the conversational sort.
Alright. Into the desert. Let's map out the desert. There's a ruin in there.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot...
I know.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
And soon.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him. The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink, Graham?
Alright, let's go down one. And over.
Ooh, there's nothing but a hot dry desert.
The hot.
Alright, so nothing in those two lines. Let's go up. Get a drink.
Ah.
Alright, I'm gonna go over one and down. Did somebody message? Ooh, it's a boot.
Uneasily, Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand. Graham can't do much to help the poor man now, and vice versa. The hot.
We're gonna lose in a second.
Too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink.
Alright, let's go down. Bees. How many was that?
The hot.
Already?
Too late. Graham collapses and dies of extreme thirst in the hot desert sun. If only he could have found an oasis. Dying for a drink, Graham?
The thing that does it that way. Alright, so 1, 2, 3, 4,
life-giving... Since Graham has just taken a drink,
Alright, so maybe the boot is down 1 and then over 2. Maybe I miscounted. Yeah, alright.
uneasily, Graham reaches down and removes the old shoe from the desert sand. The hot sun life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
I don't know, maybe we'll need the boot for... I don't know if we can get into the temple. We'll just get another drink.
Life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him. Life-giving water. Stone statues of Pegasus seem to guard the old crumbling temple.
Open sesame!
The temple door won't open. Perhaps there's something missing. Looming majestically before him, the massive temple door beckons tantalizingly to Graham.
Let's go back.
Don't worry about me.
Alright.
Please, don't bother me anymore. Let me weep in peace.
What if
What's wrong, Graham?
That
The old
Save.
Oh, no. Oh, I'm not going in there. Can't you read the sign?
Come on, Cedric. There might be something important in here.
Go if you want to. I'll wait here.
That old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
Alright, let's try going left instead.
Come on.
Unseen eyes seem to watch Graham as he stumbles confusedly through the thick maze of the gloomy forest. That old witch caught Graham
Restore.
Oh, no.
Totally off guard.
Come on,
go. There's a hint there. Alright.
That old
So we need to figure out what to do next. Maybe the boot? Go to the cobbler for the other boot. Let's actually look at this boot.
The worn old shoe is cracked and dry from the desert sun.
It's you again, is it?
The weary old woman has no interest in it. The shoemaker isn't even paying any attention. Suddenly, frantic squeakings alert Graham to a mangy cat chasing a terrified rat.
Ha.
Oh, thank you, good sir. You saved my life. My children and I will never forget your kindness. Maybe someday I'll be able to return the favor. Oh, I hear my children calling. Goodbye, until we meet again.
Rescued cat. Rescued rat. Rat rescue. I did see a mouse hole in the cellar, so maybe we can get caught now.
You know that job we pulled?
Gentlemen,
Diana's full, ain't got no more rooms.
Hey, boss, this guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rub 'em out.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds.
Aha.
I told you I'd repay your kindness when you saved me from that horrible cat. Good luck, friends.
Let's pick up that rope if we can.
Graham stoops down and picks up the sturdy rope from the stone floor. Graham has unfortunately found himself locked in the country inn's dusty, dirty cellar. Graham has unfortunately found himself A rusty padlock securing the door prevents Graham from leaving the cellar. That won't help. Graham gives the wand a good shake, but it only fizzles and dies. There is nothing of interest inside the old rat hole. A rusty padlock securing the door prevents Graham from leaving the cellar. Graham has unfortunately found him.
Are we stuck?
Cheer up, Graham. The innkeeper will soon put you out of your misery.
Okay, so we need something to... We don't have a boot anymore. We need to find like a rock or something to break the padlock. Try going and see if he has anything to say.
Don't be wasting your time coming in here. Young man, I've done all I can for you. Now it's up to you. Well, anyway, I'm not going to be here for a little while. There's an emergency I have to attend to in a neighboring land. I'll try to keep an eye out for you, but this is something you and Cedric are going to have to do yourselves. I wish you the best, King Graham.
I appreciate all you've done, Crispin. I'll be on my way now.
The door to Crispin's house is now locked.
Crispin left. So the moon, the desert, and the cotton. And then the prince and the princess.
A prosperous-looking tailor shop occupies the town's main corner. Quaint houses and little shops line the town's main cobblestone street. A small toy shop fronts the town's cobblestone street. Nearly hidden at the end of the street sits a small shoe shop. Quaint houses and little...
Let's go to Cobbler.
It's you again, is it? We still don't have any... I don't know why you're still hanging around here. We ain't got nothing for you. Come back in a day or two.
The dog doesn't even lift his head to take notice of it. The weary old woman has no interest in it. The shoemaker isn't even paying... So as not to upset the poor woman further, Graham politely decides not to question her again. Business doesn't seem to be so... Business does... King Graham, heavy of heart,
Nice day, isn't it?
Good day.
Hi, mister. Nice day, isn't it?
Ooh, if you follow this road along the river, you'll come to the town bakehouse. You might find something delicious. I mean, useful there.
Wonder if the gnome wants honey.
I don't take charity, young man. I got everything I need.
the young gnome is too bashful to respond. Graham gives the wand a good shake, but it only fizzles and dies.
I ain't in the mood to gab right now. Go find someone else to talk to.
Oops.
Ooh, is that a new dance, Graham? The Boogaloo?
Save again into the desert. Should be the oasis here.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and soon.
missed it.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Alright, let's save here as the Oasis. Oasis. Oops. Should be the skeleton.
The hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink, and ah,
so we've got a boot and 2 oases. Alright, so do I go down, up? Let's try, so I think we have like 7 to walk, so let's try L. Okay. You know what? Let's go down.
the hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. He must drink.
Alright, let's see if we can find another oasis. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Oh, I remember this place.
Two tents sit silently in the desert, apparently deserted for the moment.
Camp? Desert camp.
Assorted odds and ends clutter the inside of this small tent.
An intruder!
That wasn't a very smart move, Graham. assorted odds and
Alright, we need to get to the oasis.
the hut. Ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him. All around him, Graham sees nothing but more desert. How much farther can he go on? Thankfully, though, a nearby pool of water can relieve Graham's overwhelming thirst. Since Graham has just taken a drink,
So the oasis is 2 up. Okay. Or no, 3 up. I'm just trying to map out as much as I can. See if there's any items to get. Another oasis. It's a nice desert.
ah, life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel strength and renewal flowing through him.
Alright, so we got 2 more. No. No. Let's drink again and go to the other side.
Ah,
Oh, that's my figurine. For a second I thought there was a person in the desert. Like, double taking.
the hot sun and choking sands are taking their toll on Graham. life-giving water, nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel Graham wisely chooses to avoid the flames and heat of the blazing campfire. The flaming campfire makes the oppressive heat of the desert even worse. 2 tents.
Nothing. Alright, let's go to the other. Oasis.
Ah, life-giving.
Yeah. Should be the temple next.
Ah, the facade of a magnificent temple has been carved into the rocky cliffs by an unknown ancient civilization. From across the desert sands, Graham can hear the sound of approaching hoofbeats.
Open sesame!
Open sesame!
The temple door won't open.
Alright, so we need the staff. Which might be there now that we've seen them. Should be an oasis.
The hot sun and choking sands.
Yeah, we're here.
Ah,
Two. And it can't. Desert camp, yeah.
phew! Holding his nose against the drunken bandit's pungent odor, Graham quickly searches him, but doesn't find anything of importance. life-giving...
Yes.
Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession.
Who are you? A spy!
That wasn't a very smart move for Graham to make. Taking care to be very quiet, Graham reaches out and takes the staff into his possession. Ah, life-giving water. Phew! Holding his nose.
Up to the oasis. Hey, Benji, come here.
Ah, life-giving water. Nectar of the gods. Graham can now feel...
Drink.
Ah, life-giving water. The jeweled staff is obviously the work of an expert craftsman.
Open sesame! Oh no! The staff broke.
Bending down, Graham hurriedly picks up the gold coin from the temple floor. Quickly, Graham grabs the old brass bottle. Hurry!
Phew, that was close.
Cool, we have a coin.
The staff is broken and is of no use anymore.
Alright, so hopefully that was everything we needed. Alright, let's go back.
The hot sun and choking sands are...
Benji. You alright? Hopefully we're back in time with this one. Nice.
Well, there you are. I was.
Don't worry.
Alright. Let's give this guy the gold coin.
You may see Madame Mushka now.
Warning. This cartoon contains material that may be necessary for information or clues to complete this
Alright.
game. Please be sure to check your inventory if you decide to skip.
So, you are here to see Madame Mushka, no? Well, come closer. Sit down. I will tell you your fortune. Already I can tell that you are on a quest of great urgency. We will see what we can find out for you. Look, Ingram. Look into the crystal ball.
Look, Mananan, look what I have for you. Take a good look at what you did to my brother, Alexander. Because of you, he's doomed to spend the rest of his days as a cat, and there's nothing I can do about it. But you can do something about it. Since you're the one that did this to him, you're the only one who can turn him back again. Back to the wizard Mananan.
Alexander!
I don't know how, Mordak. I'm not a wizard. I just happened to stumble across some magic spells and accidentally turned your brother into a cat. I didn't mean it. Please believe me, Mordak. I don't know how to turn him back into a wizard.
You're holding out on me, little man. You're taking advantage of my good nature, but not for long. If I don't get a change of tune from you soon, I'll feed your family to the cat, starting with your dear mother. Remember what I said. I'll only give you a little more time to decide before your family becomes cat food.
That is all. But I see that your mission is very dangerous indeed. I will give you something to help you. Here, wear this. It is a magic amulet. It will protect you against all but the most powerful magic. Good luck, Ingram. Be careful. That Mordak is a bad one.
Thank you, Madame Mushka.
Alright, so we've got an amulet now.
The amulet is attached to a soft leather thong. This is an old, tarnished brass bottle.
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Graham should know better than to keep things bottled up inside.
I should have saved first. There we go.
Don't worry.
You may.
Warning. This cartoon contains.
Skip it. Okay. Spent a fortune because we paid a gold for it. Alright, so that might be the amulet.
Madame Mushka is tired. No more for today.
Alright, so the gypsy card is done. Do not enter. Again.
Ooh, no. Come on, go!
That old witch caught Graham totally off.
Ooh, no. Come on, go!
Okay. So this time this basically. Looks like that's her house.
That old witch caught Graham totally off guard.
Come on, go!
The amulet is attached to a soft leather thong. The magic amulet begins to glow softly as Graham slips it over his head. He then carefully tucks the amulet into the front of his tunic, hiding it from sight. To Graham's great relief, it appears that the witch's magic has been stopped by the amulet he is wearing, just as Madame Mushka said it would.
What are you doing in my forest, young man? Don't you know you're trespassing?
Oh, I didn't know this was a private forest. Do you own it?
Of course I own it. It's mine. And what did you do to my magic? Huh?
I don't think you need to know. Now tell me something. How does one leave this confusing forest?
I'll never tell. I'm afraid you're stuck, dearie. Now you're my prisoner.
We'll see about that.
Yes, won't we?
Of all the ugly hags Graham has seen in his life, this is by far the ugliest. The rocky, rutted footpath staggers its way through the oppressive forest to the north or to the west. A small door built into the trunk of a large twisted tree catches Graham's attention. Graham tugs firmly on the door in the tree, but finds it securely locked. A slimy path leads from the forest floor up to the base of a large, misshapen tree. Mumbling and muttering to herself, the ugly old hag refuses to indulge in any further conversation with Graham. A large, rock-like creature blocks further passage to the west.
What's this?
Oh, cool.
Ah, freedom at last! Now you spend the next 500 years in a bottle.
Good. That old witch won't be seen here for a long time. But now, how to get out of this dreadful forest?
A small, intricate spinning wheel is put away in the trunk. Reaching a hand into the trunk, Graham retrieves the small spinning wheel. What's this? Why, it's a little key. The old witch's house has been crudely fashioned from an old tree trunk and salvaged stone. Being cold and creepy, Graham finds he would just as soon hurry up and leave. A set of stone steps, much too narrow for Graham's larger body, wind precariously upward in the back of the room.
Let's save. What? Which? Key maybe to this trunk.
Graham finds that the little key fits perfectly in this lock. Graham is charmed to find a little golden heart inside the door of the twisted old tree. Reaching into the little door of the tree, Graham extracts the little golden heart. There is nothing else inside the little door of the tree. Graham is already wearing. This situation seems to require very careful thought. Graham needs to spend more time on this. Graham gives the wand a good shake. Unfortunately, Graham is all thumbs when it comes to operating. Strange plants and animals inhabit this dark and the trunk is now empty. The trunk, the winding steps.
obvious that the map that I've been making for the forest doesn't work. I'm just wondering if I can find anything that moves this boulder. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's a button in the house? Maybe I have to get the frog or something?
The trunk. The incense burner is now empty. A small leather pouch is tucked away in the drawer. Graham reaches the drawer and removes the leather pouch.
Nice. Emeralds. Well, these are green eyes, right? Or are they red?
This situation seems to require... Upon opening the leather pouch, Graham discovers 3 sparkling emeralds. Graham squeezes the honeycomb as hard as he can, which causes the honey to drip out of it onto the ground, creating a sticky little puddle at his feet. Now all that's left of the honeycomb is a piece of beeswax, which Graham puts back in his pocket.
Please, let me go. I beg of you.
Why should I do that? What will you do for me?
I'll show you the way out of the forest, if you let me go.
How do I know I can trust you?
I give you my word. An elf never breaks his word.
Well, it's against my better judgment, but okay.
Move over, Rocky. You're in our way.
Sorry.
The rock-like creature is not inclined to move farther.
Follow me. In here.
Elf cave.
Warning, this cartoon contains material that may be necessary.
Hey, over here. I've got something for you.
Ooh, a
I
parachute.
never take anything without giving in return. for your generosity in giving me the follow that passage over there. It's the way out of the dark forest.
Thank you very much for all your help. I'm sure I'll be able to find a use for these fine shoes.
Nice. Nice.
Oh, I'm glad to see you're okay. I was beginning to worry.
You were right not to want to venture in that dark forest, Cedric. I thought I'd never get out of there alive.
Alright, let's go give the heart.
I don't need this old thing anymore. Look at me, I'm a princess again. Herbert!
Alicia. Where have you been all this time, my love?
Oh, darling, just take me home. I'll tell you on the way.
Well, I'll take that.
Now, why would she toss aside this beautiful harp? Well, if she doesn't want it, I'll take it.
So where did they walk off to? There's a desert. Oh. I guess the cart took them? What's that?
Not seeing the tamborine's owner, Graham bends down and rescues it from the ground.
Okay. Still don't think we have anything that could break a lock. We do have shoes. Maybe we can go help the cobbler now. I wonder if we have something for these guys.
I don't take charity. I don't take... I don't take...
Aha.
Where did you get this? I thought I had lost it.
Oh, is it yours? I found it in the old witch's house in the dark forest.
So that's where it got to. The old hag took it, eh? You know, this ain't an ordinary spinning wheel.
It's not? What's so special about it?
Why, this spinning wheel can spin straw into gold, that's what. Except you gotta know who to use it. I doubt even the witch could figure that out. Thank you for bringing it back to me.
Oh, wait, not so fast. How about that marionette? Don't you think the price of the spinning wheel is worth at least twice that of the puppet? I'd love to have it.
Yeah, I guess so. Boy, give that marionette to the man here.
Alright.
I'll make
So
a new
we
one.
can check that off.
Come on, boy.
that off.
Let's gather up some wood for a new puppet.
Still don't know how to get rid of the snake.
Graham tries to open the small door, but finds it securely locked. Graham attempts to open the little window, but finds it bolted shut.
Alright. Let's go to the cobbler, I guess. Getting tired. I should go to bed soon. Alright, let's chat up the cobbler and
It's you again, is it? We still don't have any shoes for sale.
I know, but you will soon.
What have we here? Mama, take those shoes from the young man. Let me see them. These are the finest pair of shoes I've ever seen. The leather is soft and pliable, yet sturdy. The craftsmanship of these shoes are superb. And Mama, look at the solid gold buckle. Why, I could retire from the sale of these shoes.
Then the shoes are yours. I don't think I could find a better use for them.
You are a godsend, young man.
Generous.
How can we ever repay you?
You don't need to repay me. Just knowing I helped you is enough for me.
Well, it ain't much, but it's all I've got to give. Here, take my cobbler's hammer. Perhaps you can
That's how
find
we
a
can
use
break the
for it.
lock.
Since
Nice.
I'll be retiring, I won't need it anymore. Thanks to you.
Why, thank you. A hammer could be very useful on my journey.
Take care, young man. We'll never forget this.
That's right, son. We'll finally be able to retire in comfort. You'll be in our hearts from now on. Come on, Mama, let's go home. Let's celebrate our good fortune.
Come on in, look around. Let me know if you're interested in anything.
Anything.
Where did you get this wunderbar marionette? The craftsmanship is excellent.
Well, I don't know if you'll believe me or not, but I got it from a little gnome.
I must have it. Can I buy it from you?
Actually, you may have it if you'll give me the sled in trade.
Why, of course. But I must tell you, I think I'm getting the better deal. I can always make another sled, but finding another marionette of this quality... Ich weiß nicht.
So, can I have the sled?
Yeah, take it, it's yours.
Thank you very much. I think I'll find this sled very useful.
Well, you enjoy it, and danke for the marionette.
Alright. Last but not least, let's do the only other thing I can think of right now, which is going to the inn, getting Kuwait. Let's not save, we've just done a whole bunch of stuff. Oh wow, we're already up to 104. Trade.
You know that job we... Diana's full.
Hey, boss! This guy looks like a real troublemaker. What do you want me to do with him?
Rub him out.
Struggle as he might, Graham could not escape his bonds.
Thank you. Alright. So...
Graham stoops down and picks...
Cool. Use the hammer.
Using the cobbler's hammer, Graham pounds on the rusty padlock until it breaks apart.
Let's save.
Inside the cupboard, Graham sees a large, juicy leg of lamb.
I'm taking that.
Reaching into the open cupboard, Graham pulls out the savory leg of lamb.
Alright, so I assume if we go right, it's gonna be over here.
We gotta plan our next job, you guys. Hey! How did you get out of the cellar? This time, rub 'em out for good.
That wasn't a very smart move.
Alright.
Inside,
Oh, we have a leg of
reaching
lamb
in,
in the cupboard.
finding the kitchen door locked, Graham unlocks it before going outside.
Nice. Alright. Let's save it here. Alright, so we've done the bakehouse, we've done the... so we need to figure out the snake. We'll have to figure that out for next time. I think we made some solid progress. It looks like we're like halfway. A little bit less than halfway. Cool. Alright, well, we'll see you guys next time. Thanks for joining us. Have a good night. Bye.
Do you really want to quit?